What was one thing Toy Story did well? When I look back at the Toy Story trilogy, 3 movies that I have rewatched again and again and again, I always think of characters. Now, I know that there are many super recognizable and awesome characters out there in great movies, but one thing that Toy Story did the best out of all the things that they did well, acting, screenplay, comedy, creativity, their characters are something that will always stick in our heads and in our hearts. And as Toy Story 4 comes around, I just want to make a video where I'm still happy with the Toy Story trilogy, just in case I hate this one. Hi, my name is Ian and I'm a writer and artist living in New York. This show is primarily an art show, but as a writer sometimes I like to take the art to the side and talk about the stories for a few minutes. Toy Story was probably the first real movie I ever watched. I mean, I watched a lot of movies before then, but it was probably the first real movie that I ever watched, remembered, rewatched, and had a total obsession over. My favorite character in the movies throughout remained Buzz Lightyear, and I was lucky enough to get one of those toy action figures that were so popular back in the day. It's broken now, but with endless hours of playing. But anyways, I was saying that Toy Story created its characters in a way that keeps them in our minds, in our hearts forever. And the cast takes it to the next level with their incredible acting. To start with, these characters are recognizable. As toys, the creators need to give them many details, and these details make these characters recognizable. If we put these characters in silhouettes, you can probably tell who is who, right? Well, next, these characters are memorable. These characters, Woody, Buzz, Jessie, they are what we come back for these movies again and again because they're so memorable. We love these characters because they all have their own funny and awesome personalities. A memorable character is one of the most important things you need in a movie. Next, these characters have good motives. The first film analyzation I did talked about motive. The creators of The Incredibles created a good motive for the villain, Syndrome, and so on, but the same goes for Toy Story. Buzz has a bit of a weird motive in the first movie, but Woody has a good one. He wants to get rid of Buzz so that the good times with Andy can continue. And in the second movie, Woody is kidnapped, and Buzz's motive is to get him back. Jessie's and the Prospector's motives in that movie are different. They want Woody to come along with them to Japan, and it is these clashing motives that bring the whole second movie together. The third movie, though, takes a turn. Everybody has the same motive. All the toys, most of the toys anyway, they need to get out of the Sunnyside daycare, and that is what brings together the third movie. Everybody's motives are together. Now, the next great thing about these characters is that they aren't just generic characters, like I said before. They have emotions, fear, envy, and most of all, sadness. And this is one of the things Pixar is the best at, emotion. And they have used their skills to create these mere toys into something unheard of, that they come alive. And they have real, literal emotions. And these emotions are the keys in building these movies. Because of Woody's envy, it causes a chain reaction that in the end gets him and Buzz into best friends. And because of loyalty, Buzz leads a search team and even crosses a street, takes a risk in his own life to get to Woody, and so on. Toy Story has done well in their films, and I wanted to touch on one of the things that they did best. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for weekly art videos and occasional film analyzations just like this one. And we'll see you next time on The Drawing Life.